Hi, I'm Rahul Kadri, talking about the Symbiosis University Health Sciences building. Um, I got a call from Dr. Vidya Yeradekar, who is the Executive Director of Symbiosis, in May 2013. We were holidaying in the Garhwal Himalayas, and I hadn't heard from her for 3 years, so I was quite surprised to hear from her. And she basically called to say, would we be interested in presenting a design for a medical college campus that Symbiosis was considering? Now, I knew that they were already working with another architect firm on this, and I've been working for almost 7 or 8 months. So I said I'd first need an NOC from the existing architect, and would they pay us for the concept we made? She said yes, they would, and the project would go ahead only if they liked the concept. We had just, 3 years before this, we'd completed a campus for Symbiosis. It was a 230-acre campus, their flagship MBA school, School of Communication, Business Management, Geomancy. There's many institutes there with a 5 lakh square feet campus, which later they christened it the Symbiosis International University. Things had not ended very well, so I was surprised to get this call, but I was excited as well. So we did a competition in the office. It was the entire office stopped work for I think 3 weeks because we were really excited, and we came up with 3 schemes which we presented. And I remember when we presented, the smiles on Vidya ma'am's face, her father, Dr. Mujumdar, and all the senior people. And I knew we had hit the nail on the head, because what we brought to it was not only designed for hospitals, but it was about people. It was what kind of spaces would be created where it's in a medical college campus, how the students would interact with each other, how the patients would heal, holistic healing. So we spoke in a very holistic language, not only in terms of health, hygiene, but also social. And I could see that, that is what they were missing. So the campus we had done on the hilltop for them had these components, and they had built another engineering college at the base, which was quite a failure, really. So they realized, the design skills and the principles that we build with are very different from any other architect. So having worked with this, highly specialized medical planner for 7 months and just not happy with what they were doing, instantly they knew when we presented that, why were they not working with us? Why had they forsaken us? And that's always wonderful to get back to a client with that strength, that they realize your value and they come back for that. So 2013, we started working. We worked for a year and a half, did all the designs for a medical college campus, but even got the environmental permissions. Excavation started and they stopped the work. They said, Medical Council of India is too corrupt. We don't think we'll be able to manage within the system. We think Symbiosis should not get into the medical education field. So just like that, the project died. 2 years later, so 2015 we stopped work. 2017 we get another call. And we discussed with them then for 7 months. They wanted a skill development center, they wanted a small CSR hospital. They already had the permissions from 2 years ago. How could they resurrect the permissions which we already had, but build much less? So we decided from all the buildings, one tiny little building which was the ward block, that would become the entire hospital and the skills center. Now, the way we normally design to bring costs down is hospitals have a requirement of various kinds of grids. Um, we need a different grid for rooms and for wards. We need a different grids for ICUs and OTs. So the wards are different. The patient rooms, the single room, double rooms are a different grid, and the OTs and the ICUs are different. So usually we have at least 3 blocks, so that you don't have transfer girders. So it becomes a very efficient, clean way to build, and costs much less. Now they wanted all of this to come in the ward block, which had a very different grid. So it became a really horribly complicated structural issue to deal with all these grids in the same building and harmonize and choose one grid that was going to deal with all of this. So we had to go in for a flat slab because there wasn't any space for services, because there'd be so much services in the ceiling, and the distances they would have to move now, especially the drainage pipes would have to move, and the slope they needed, etc. So we had to really conserve space in the false ceiling. So we got rid of all the beams by having flat slabs. Also, it raised a lot of flexibility because then we could just do cork cutting wherever we needed. Of course, there was a system to it, to the cork cutting. You couldn't just do it anywhere. So we had to very, very carefully design the structural grid, design how understand very carefully what the rhythm of the steel was in the flat slab, because these were pre-tension. We wanted it a thin slab, so these are pre-tension slabs. So that added a whole layer of complication over what we normally do is build very biophilic buildings very close to nature. We were using the same materials we had used on the Hilltop campus, which was a compressed earth brick, but here we wanted to, show it a little differently than what we had done on the hilltop. So we really made it sing, as you can see in the photographs. It started off again as a small 2 lakh square feet building, and it took us 2 years to complete. We were almost at the end of it in January 2019 when they said, oh, let's, instead of 150 beds, can you take it up to 200 beds? So then we can do some postgraduate training also. So we tweaked the plan towards the end, made it 200 beds. And then in May, when we had completed and handed over phase 1, Dr. Majumdar saw a film on the first Maharashtrian woman doctor. And he was very moved by her experience and the hardships that she faced, but at the same time, how much she contributed as a woman doctor. And he suddenly said, we need to have a medical college for women. So he says, so they called us and they said, Rahul, the inspections are going to be in 5.5 months. Can you make a medical college campus, convert whatever you have done, add 300 more beds in 5.5 months? Now, luckily, we had the skeleton of the medical college campus, which we had already done, though things had completely changed because now we had already used up the entire ward block for a full hospital. So we had to rearrange a lot of things, and within 2 weeks, we went back and said, yes, we can do it. We will do it in 5.5 months. It will be, I think, a record in India if this happens, but let's take it up as a challenge. We took it up as a challenge, and then within, I think, another 2 weeks, construction actually started on site. We just worked day and night with the structural engineers, etc., and got it started. But I think I'm going ahead of myself. The phase 1 has, as you see in the photographs, it's basically got a central courtyard, a lot of cross ventilation, a lot of daylight in the building, and Dr. Majumdar always wants very majestic entrances. So you see there are 2 entrances to this building. It's actually two functions, one on top of the other. One is a hospital, 3 floors, and the other is a skill development center. So there's 2 entrances to the building. Yeah, so you read everything in the article.